Hello students, today we are going to discuss class 12 IP data frame questions that is coming for 4 marks. Let's analyze the questions. The first question is taken from the sample question paper 2023-24. Here goes your question. Agam, a data analyst with a multinational brand, has designed a data frame DF that contains the 4 quarters sales data of different stores as shown below. So this is your data frame and the name of the data frame is DF. Answer the following questions. Predict the output of the following Python statement. Okay. A. What is that? Print df dot size. So size is an attribute of the data frame which will return the total number of items. That means here how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 3. And how many columns are there? 5 columns. So 3 into 5, 15 is the size. Or you can count one by one also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the output for A is 15. B. Print DF 1:3. Here you are asked to extract using the slicing method. This is the start row and this is the end. End means in the slicing method, you know that the end minus 1 till end minus 1 only will be considered. Last value will not be considered. So 1 and 2 only will be considered. So the indexes with 1 and 2, these are the output. 1 to the entire row will be extracted and along with the heading. So what will be the answer? You can see the first A is 15 and B is, this is the output, 1 and 2. This is the output. You don't forget to give the column heading and the indexes while writing the output. Next one is what? Delete the last row from the data frame. For deleting, what is the method? Drop method. You can use with drop method. So what is the syntax? Data frame name dot drop, and in the bracket you have to give the index. By default it is deleting index wise. If you want, you can give axis equal to 0 also by default. Okay, so how is the method you will be giving? So df is equal to df dot drop of 2. This is for the permanent delete. Or either you can give like df dot drop bracket 2 comma in place equal to true. That is the attribute or the for making the changes permanently. Or you can go with this method also. Here the changes deleting and saving in the data frame. So it is happening permanently. Now write a Python statement to add a new column, total underscore sale. That is the name of the new column, which is the addition of all the 4 quarter sales. So how to add a column? Data frame name. Inside the square bracket, you have to give the total name, name of the column, that is in the quotation mark. And you will be adding each column. Each column, how to extract? DF inside the square bracket, you can give the name of the column. Or you can also use like df dot qtr1, that when you are using the dot operator, no need of the quotation mark for the column. Okay, and you are asked to do the sum, so addition of those things. So a new column total will be added to the end. But here there is a correction. The name of the column is given in the question as total underscore sale. So please do correct it as here. You have to write it as total underscore sales. So name of the column should be total underscore sale. There is an or option also for this question. So we'll see that one also. So or option is what? Write a Python statement to export the data frame to a CSV file. CSV means what? Comma separated value. A file named data.csv stored in D drive. So you have to write to a CSV file. You are having a data frame. You have to write to a CSV file. So that function is what? Data frame dot. It is df.to underscore CSV. That is you are writing to a CSV file, and inside that you have to specify the path, that is d colon what is that name of the CSV file. It's already given data.csv. So in this question, this one is carrying like First two questions, that means question number 1 and 2, that is carrying 1 mark each. Here it is half mark, and 1 mark. And this last question, there is an OR part for the third option that will be carrying 2 mark. That is 1 plus 1 plus 2 is the division. So let's move to the second question. Consider the following data frame employee. That's the name of the data frame is employee. And this question came for your CBSE board examination 2023. Okay. So consider this data frame employee. You can see the indexes is not given. So by default, the index will be what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and write the Python statement for the data frame employee. What is, you have to remove the column salary. So you have to remove the column means what is the syntax for removing or the statement for that one? That is drop method you have to go with. So how we will write employee? That's the name of the thing. So you want to make the permanent changes. So employee equal to employee dot drop, and in the bracket that means you have to write the name of the column, that is salary. And since it is what column you want to remove, you have to exclusively write what? Axis equal to 1, or you can give axis equal to columns also. Okay, if you didn't write this one, because by default the data frame will be deleting row wise, so they will say that that particular column salary is, that index will not be found. So this, when deleting column, axis equal to 1 is a mandatory field. Or instead of this one, you can also go with this method, that is you can also use in place equal to true. That attribute will make the changes permanently. That is employee dot drop salary. That's the name of the column to be deleted. Since it is a column, you have to specify the axis equal to 1, and comma in place equal to true. While writing true, T should be capital. Now you are asked to remove the row. It's not the column. You are asked to remove the row having index 4. So for that purpose, same way itself, drop method itself. So employee dot employee equal to employee dot drop employee dot index of 4. Because here the index is not given very clearly. You have to write eitherwise 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That way also you can mention, or you can just give that rightly employee dot index. Index is the attribute of the data frame which will return the index, and which index it is mentioned. So inside the square bracket you will give the index. So either both the method you can use, like employee equal to employee dot drop, or you can use in place equal to true also. Instead of this, if you use 4 comma in place is also true, that is also correct, because by default you can see that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the index 4. Then write a Python statement to save the data frame employee to a CSV file, data.csv, stored in the D drive of the computer. So how the same question we have seen that. So how is that? Data frame name dot to underscore CSV, that is employee dot to underscore CSV, and in that you have to specify the path. D colon, what is that? Slash data dot CSV. Okay, here you can write it in capital letter, because the question it is given in capital letter. There is an OR question. You can attempt any of this. Okay, write a Python statement to display a new salary, that's a new column, or increase the salary. That means salary has to be increased by 5,000 for all the employees. So you can write like this way. You can add a new column also, employee new salary equal to already existing salary. That means the column is there, salary, employee of salary plus 5,000, and print the new salary, or simply give the print statement, employee of salary plus 5,000. Both the statements are correct. Hope this is clear. So again, 1 plus 1 plus 2. That's the 4 mark division. Here goes your third question. This came in the sample paper 2022-23. So what is that? You are having Mr. Som, a data analyst, has designed the following data frame. And here for the computer Olympia, these are the indexes, and you have to answer the following question. So first one, A, there are two options are there, half mark, half mark. So df dot shape. Shape means what? It's another attribute of data frame, which will be returning the row and column in the form of a tuple. Okay, in the form of a tuple means this bracket in the round-ended bracket. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 rows, and how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. So how will be your output in the tuple? That is 5, 4. Next come the output df. Inside that 2:4. That means in the slicing method 2:4 means 4 will not be considered. Only 2 and 3 will be considered. So in the memory, that is positional index, this is labeled indexing. So in the positional index, by default, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So which will be the output coming out? This one, CO3 and CO4. The entire row will be the output. You can see over here, CO3, CO4. And don't forget to write the heading of the data frame, column headings also. So half mark for the output. Then comes not half mark. This is like editing, no? So this is like a 1 mark for the output, okay? So write a Python statement to display the data of topper column of indexes CO2 to CO4. So display the data of topper column of the indexes. You want to topper column. So this column you want to display for which all indexes? CO2 from CO2 to CO4. So you can go with the log method. So how we will write? Print df.log. Inside the square bracket you have to mention this way, that is CO2 is to CO4. Since it is a continuous, you can give like this with the column method, comma. Then after that, you have to mention which column. This is for the row indexes and this is for the column. Since only one column, you can give like that way topper. If you don't use this slicing method, you can also write it inside again the column square bracket CO2, CO3, CO4, but it should be, since multiple values are there, without slicing, it should be inside the square bracket. Or you can go with the OR question. What is the OR option? Write a Python statement to compute and display the difference of data of total students column and find first runner-up column of the above given data frame. That means you want to find the difference. Difference means you have to subtract this one from this one, isn't it? So easy one. So print df dot total underscore student. That's the name of the column. Here when we are using dot operator, no need of the quotation marks for the column. Minus, that is the first runner up column. Df dot first underscore runner up. If you are using the square bracket, here you can, instead of dot, you can go with the square bracket. That time, don't forget to put the quotation mark for the column name. Here goes the fourth question. CBSE 2021-2022 compartment question, but that time it is a 5-mark question, not the 4-mark question. Here it was asked like write a program in Python Pandas to create the following data frame. Population from a dictionary. So here you are asked to create the data frame. So creation itself you will get 2 mark, and for these statements you will be getting 1 mark each. So total it was a 5-mark question for this year. So you can use any of the method to create the data frame. First and foremost step, they will be checking you how to import the library Pandas. Okay, I have used the dictionary of list. You can see list of dictionary. In that list of values you have used. So country, that's the column, and in the country this many values are there, comma, population and percentage. You can use any of the methods since it's not mentioned which method you have to follow for creating the data frame. I use this method. If you are familiar with the other methods, you can use any one which is easy for you to do. And since the index is given in the data frame, so while creating this is the dictionary created. Then after that, I created the data frame, passing the dictionary to as the value, and index is already given. So index equal to I have mentioned there. After that, I printed or displayed the data frame. Then what was that? Next question is like you have to write the operation statement, display the columns country and population. So there are two columns. The name of the data frame is also population, and the column name also, there's a column name called population also. Don't get confused. So that's why population is the name of the data frame, and column name also one population coming over there. So what is that? Print population.log inside the square bracket colon. Why? Because I didn't mention, I need only the columns from that. I don't need the rows. So colon, that is for the rows. All the rows I needed, comma. Now here comes the column. So which all columns I needed? Country and population. Since country and population is continuous, I can go with the slicing column method, country, colon, population. Otherwise, if you don't, it is not continuous, what you have to do? Inside the square bracket, again you open in square bracket, country, comma, population, then close the square bracket. If it is continuous, you can, no need of square bracket. Then display all the rows where population is more than 40. So again, the Boolean filtering method. So print population inside the square bracket, you have to give the relational expression. This stands for what? Data frame name, and this stands for what? Column name. Okay, and greater than 40. I used here dot method. Also, you can go with this method also, square bracket also. So this stands for the data frame, and this stands for the column name. Don't get confused. So next comes delete the last two rows. Again, the drop method. Okay, so print directly you can give population dot drop. So since the last two indexes are what? You can see FR and PO. I have used that word, multiple items. So insert the square bracket. So indexes rows asked, you can give axis equal to 0. No, even if you didn't give, by default it is deleting indexes or rows only. You can give comma axis equal to 0 also. Or if you want to show the deletion, here directly the deletion, since I have used the printed without that rows only showing, but this is not happening permanent. If you again print for population, you can see this one, the rows are displayed. So if you want to make or delete it permanently, you can go with these two methods, either in place equal to true or this method. You can delete and save to the same data frame itself. It means the population dot drop FR, which all are the indexes, comma, in place equal to true, and print the population, or population equal to population dot drop. You have to tell that and print the population. So hope children this is clear. Okay, thank you. We'll come soon with another video. Till then, happy learning. Take care.